Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, as we've seen, Nintendo is not going to show anything at E3 this year except for Legend of Zelda Wii U NX. They are not even going to do a digital event. They are just doing a live stream all day of Zelda U. Now, I am super stoked to see this game in detail, and I don't give a shit what is spoiled to me. I'm going to be watching as much of that as I possibly can. I'm super hyped for this game. I've always been a huge Zelda fan, and based on the fact that I absolutely freaking love The Witcher 3, I love open world games that follow a narrative, and that's pretty much what this game is going to be. Super excited. But it also makes us think, why isn't Nintendo showing off the Nintendo NX at E3? It doesn't make any sense. They have new hardware that's on the way. Maybe they don't have to show the physical hardware, but you'd think they'd show their plans or make some announcements, but no, they're going to wait a few months to do that. And pretty much the only the only reason they're doing that they actually admit to, is that they want to avoid the hype at E3 surrounding the other systems because, oh, Nintendo, they're Nintendo, they don't compete with the other game console manufacturers. That just doesn't make any sense. Nintendo, I know you don't think this way, but here's the thing. You are a video game company. You make consoles, you make games. Sony and Microsoft have video game divisions that make games and make consoles. That's exactly what you do. So guess what? You do compete with them. As much as your idiot fanboys like to say, and as much as you guys have been thinking for the past 10 years, you do compete with the other manufacturers. That's a fact. And yes, I get it. This is something else your fanboys have been saying too, but E3 is slightly losing its relevance. We have a lot of people backing out of it. It's getting less and less viewership per year, but it's still a fact that E3 is still Christmas for gamers, and it still gets a shit ton of media hype. So skipping out on E3 is, at least skipping out on E3 about when it comes to the NX is one of the dumbest things you could possibly do. You guys aren't Apple. You don't have as much of an install base as Apple. You don't know how to market as well as Apple does. Apple can do their own events and get all of the press looking at them because of what they have established. Now, do I like their products? No, I fucking hate Apple products. But I am wowed every year by their ability to market their products. It's amazing. You guys don't have that power yet. So you can hold your own events and stuff, and it'll get its fair share of press, but you're not going to get anywhere near as much attention as as Apple would get if they held an event, and you're sure as shit not going to get as much attention as if you were at E3. I was watching Roger from Roger's Base talking with Josh Thomas from the BitBlock about this, and I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything bad about the guy personally, but the guy's a fucking idiot fanboy and was literally damage controlling Nintendo at every move he could possibly do, to the point where he was interrupting Josh nonstop and calling him names and stuff, all because of the fact that Josh holds the same point of view that I'm saying, is that Nintendo should be at E3 with this system, because it's still going to get them buzz. Yeah, other stuff's going to be talked about, but if Nintendo comes out of the gate swinging, then all that other buzz is going to be irrelevant. It's going to, have less of an impact. Look what happened with the Wii. Everyone thought that was going to be a dud, and they showed it off at E3 2006, and nobody gave a shit about anything else there. Now, there's just one thing about Nintendo skipping out on E3 with the NX that I can kind of agree with, and that's that maybe they want to avoid saying something so that the competitors end up maybe implementing that into their systems that are coming out, with Sony with the Neo and Xbox with possibly making a new version. They don't want those companies to copy something they're doing, so maybe they're keeping hush-hush for a little while till it's too late for Sony and Microsoft to actually do anything. Or maybe they want to see what Sony and Microsoft do with their systems so that they can copy come time, when it comes time for their event. That's the only plausible reason I can see that actually makes sense and isn't stupid and cowardly. Anyways, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, because this is, obviously a very newsworthy topic. Twitter freaking exploded this morning when this was announced. Yeah, let me know.